Stefs Rock Show. Our next guest is Keith of Breaking Benjamin. Thanks for coming by.
Thank you so much for having me. How you guys doing?
Really good. I'm a little hungover, I'm not gonna lie, but I'm alive, so that's good. How are
Yeah,
you?
that happens, I used to never get hungover, but then I hit 35. I'm now 45, and so
Yep.
I can't even drink anymore. I can have a beer and then I just feel it. So it's pretty lame.
I'm in the over 40 club too, and I swear it doesn't matter though if I have like 2 glasses of wine or a bottle, I'm gonna be hungover. It's just there now.
Yeah, it's not as fun. It's not as fun as it used to be.
No, I like green tea and sleep, I think.
Yeah.
So I love the rock feed video that came up. How did that come about, the idea to do that?
We've been friends with Brian for a while. Obviously, he has been such a just an amazing supporter of rock music and just rock bands. And, he's been a big supporter of Breaking Benjamin and as well as my solo stuff. And he came to a show and hung out and, we kind of let him hear some of my new songs, my new solo songs, and including the Avril Lavigne cover. And he just had this idea. He's just, oh man, we got to do this. This is going to be awesome. And I'm like, I'm in. Let's full send. Let's do it. So yeah.
Yeah. It was really cute. And so Us Against the World, you're going out on tour soon. That's your new single. I love the music video, but did it hurt? It looked like you were in the gravel, like rocks on your face. Was it kind of hard?
Look, we sacrifice ourselves for our art. It's all about the art. No,
Yeah.
It wasn't too bad. I thought it'd be funny we had this kind of concept of kind of Lost Boys-esque kind of wild night in Vegas kind of thing. And, as being hungover, sometimes you just wake up in a certain place and you're like, all right. This character woke up with his face in the dirt. So, yeah.
It did have Hangover movie vibes to it, like middle of the desert in Nevada. And I woke up at my friend's house on the couch this morning. So I've not on the gravel, but I love the Lost Boys at the end reference. I'm a huge fan of the movie. Have you ever redone Cry Little Sister?
No. I have heard that I've heard like a couple renditions of that, but it's a cool song, but we kind of just tipped our hat with the video and just left the music alone. But yeah, it is. It's kind of a mix between the Hangover and it's like a vampire Lost Boys hangover kind of video. So it was pretty fun. Yeah, we had a day off last fall in the Breaking Benjamin tour during that. And I try to just make the most of my days off, whether it be writing some tunes or right now, I mean, we're kind of on a break, so I'm making the most of it and doing this solo tour here about to start in a few days. But that's kind of it, just kind of trying to make the most of my time. And we had a day off there somewhere cool in the desert in Vegas. And, we rented a car and just went out there and it was hot though. Holy shit. It was hot.
Yeah.
I mean,
it's a different kind of heat in Vegas. It's just dry heat and it's hot. I like to stay in the casinos and go from casino to casino. I don't like to go like outside.
Yeah, that's the way to do it. That's the way to do it for sure. But I'm just so thankful I brought an umbrella. So there were parts in between scenes where we're just like hiding under this umbrella because it was pretty brutal. But anyway.
Smart. Well, when I looked more detailed into you, I didn't realize until I just found out that you're a very extensive writer and you've written for a lot of other bands, not just your solo project. But you even got together with Jason Hook and with his new project, Flat Black, and did some writing there. Have you been writing kind of your whole life? Is that one of your main hobbies or things that you like to do?
Yeah, I mean, I just love music, whether it's performing, writing, any way I can do it. I just, try to do it. But I used to have my own band way back when, like back in the early 2000s. And, I was the singer, songwriter, and, I just started writing back then. And, whenever I kind of joined my different bands, I would always kind of offer my writing to them, whichever way I could. And so, it's just a continuation of that. I think, it's one of those things where, you can't play shows all the time. It's like you got to try to keep busy doing other kind of aspects of music. And especially during COVID, I did a lot of writing during COVID because, I mean, it's really pretty much all we could do. So,
yeah.
But yeah.
You could start an OnlyFans during COVID or write.
Well, yeah, it was like, all right, footfinder.com or write songs. So I just leaned toward the songs. Yeah. But
Yeah.
hey, it's never too late to flash my feet. So
No. When people are like, "What'd you do during COVID?" I hired strippers to perform at my house for my neighbors, and we barbecued, a
I
lot in the
mean,
backyard, so it was fun.
I
It
mean,
got us through.
how can you beat that? I mean,
It
that's
got us
pretty
through the
good.
hard times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
like it. Um, okay, so you're a Pisces. I looked that up. What does being a Pisces mean to you?
Gosh.
Do
Well,
you care?
obvious,
Do you care?
well, I mean, I don't know if I care too much. I mean, you can read a lot of horoscopes, and I mean, really, if you try really hard, you can kind of relate them all back to yourself.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
depending on what day it is, but I guess according to lore, Pisces are more I don't know,
Artsy.
more
Artsy,
artsy and
musical.
emotionally driven, which, I could definitely say that. I mean, I kinda wear my heart on my sleeve, so I wish I didn't. I wish I could hide things a little better, but I'm a terrible poker player.
Me too.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of musicians that are Pisces, though. That's what's weird. I try to say that thing doesn't make sense, but then there's a ton of musicians that are Pisces that are
Really?
very, like, musically talented. Yeah, so it's kinda weird.
Interesting.
I don't
Well,
know.
I try my best, yeah, I just try to have a career and, I just wanna try to earn enough money so that I can afford a burrito when I'm retired.
Yeah. I'm trying to earn enough money so I could date guys 15 years younger than me that are better looking than me. That's the goal. It's happening, but I mean, like, I wanna keep it going.
I'd love it. That's great.
Yeah. So, okay, if you stayed in West Virginia and you never left, what would your life be like?
By the way, these questions are amazing. I've never
I
been asked
I love
these
asking
questions.
detailed random
Yes.
questions.
Yes. I commend you on your homework, number 1,
Thank you.
'cause
I've
I
been doing
mean,
this for 22 years. I'm
yeah,
old.
yeah. No, you're great. What would I be doing if I was in West Virginia?
Yeah.
Probably right now, I'd probably be, I don't know, I'd probably be like a river guide or something. I don't know.
Married to your cousin.
I actually did that, for a little bit. My brothers, they
Oh,
were really into, whitewater rafting kind of in the summer months, and I
yeah.
went through the training for, like, one weekend, and I was just like, "You know what? This is pretty hard. I think I might just try the music thing." So,
Yeah.
but I really don't know. I really don't know. A scary question. I have no idea. Hopefully doing something that I loved, something that I at least you can earn a living doing. But there's plenty of people that I went to high school with who are still in West Virginia and they're thriving, and it really is a beautiful state.
It is. I like my best friend is in Virginia, and so I've spent a good amount of time there, and it is beautiful. The weather, though, the humidity and the thunderstorms, I'm not a big fan of.
Yeah, Tennessee is honestly, I feel like it's a little worse because I live in
That are
Tennessee now.
you're in Tennessee right now?
Yeah, it's a little
Everybody's
bit.
there. Everybody
Yeah,
moved there from LA because I was in LA for years, and
yeah.
everyone I know, especially during COVID, went to Nashville. So I'm finally going there in April, and I can't wait. What's a bar I should visit in Tennessee?
So are you just visiting or are you moving?
Oh no, I'm just visiting.
Well, I mean, just go down the Broadway and just go down the whole line. And just, find which one you like the best because they all got their own little flavor. But it's definitely adventure for sure.
Where would I find a young guy with low self-esteem that I could take home?
Pretty much right where I just described, Broadway,
Just that
Nashville.
whole row?
I'm sure there's plenty.
Okay. All right. I'm in. So wait, and how did you guys connect? And how did you jump ship and join them?
So, I had my first band that I told you about. I eventually left that band, and then I performed in a band called Adelita's Way for about 4 years. And, I guess it eventually got to a point where, I felt like I needed to do something else. And, but we had done some touring with various bands, and Breaking Benjamin was one of the bands we had opened up for. And, whenever I kind of wrote my kind of resignation on Facebook, I guess Ben saw it and he wrote me a message, and he was just like, "Hey man, would you be interested in jamming and learning some songs and send me some videos of you playing some of the songs?" I'm like, "Sure." And so it kind of blossomed from there. And it's funny because Ben always says that I wasn't really interested. We got on the phone, we talked a little bit, and I'm trying to play it cool. I don't want to be like, yes, yes, yes. You're trying to kind of hold your cards a little bit. Like I said, I guess I'm a terrible poker player, but anyway, yeah, it eventually, it led to an audition. We all kind of went over there and, we all jammed, and here we are 11 years later. So
That's awesome. That's really cool. And then how long is your solo project going out on tour for?
So this tour is probably about a month. But yeah, we've done a few tours over the last couple of years. It's been kind of a slow kind of thing. Obviously I have to manage my time and my scheduling with Breaking Benjamin, but it's been fun. It's I will say this, it's definitely hard. There definitely aren't any doors that are like opened for me just because of the Breaking Benjamin thing. And rightly so. I wouldn't want it to be, because I want whatever kind of success I have whatsoever with solo stuff. I want it to be on its own merit. I don't want anything. I don't want anything given to me. I want to earn it the right way. And but yeah, it's been cool. So relatively, it's pretty new. I've put out a few little things over the last 10 years or so, but nothing really serious until probably like the last couple years.
It's a totally different sound, and genre sound almost and everything. So it's cool. You don't compare the two projects.
I mean, I wouldn't. I mean, I think it's still rock,
Yeah.
Some of my new stuff actually it's going to be a little bit heavier just because I've never done it, so I kind of just trying all kinds of different things. But yeah, some people will get online. They're like, this sounds like Breaking Benjamin. I'm just like, I don't know what you're listening to, but it's a little bit different.
I don't, but I know I grew up because I was in the MySpace, emo phase and stuff. So I was like a huge Breaking Benjamin, fan, and we used to play them on the radio all the time. And
Awesome.
Adelaide's Way, they came by the new show here a couple times. Okay, so you've toured a lot, you've gone around a lot. Who is the nicest rock star that you have met?
Dang.
So many.
I will say that who was just like absolutely awesome is Jerry Cantrell.
Okay.
He was so very nice to me. And invited me to go play golf one day on a day off, and it was so sick because I mean, obviously he's such a hero of mine. I mean, I've always loved Alice in Chains from back in the day, and it was pretty cool. Yeah, I'm trying to think.
Did you
of some
go
more.
golfing with him?
Oh hell yeah,
Yeah.
It was fun.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah, I know there's probably more, but that's kind of like top of my head. Most people that we've gone on tour with, they've been pretty nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've been lucky.
Yeah. So, okay, what is the thirstiest thing a female has done to get your attention or send an inbox or something kind of crazy?
The thirstiest thing.
Yeah.
I mean, probably just throw stuff on stage. I mean, people will throw bras and stuff like that.
Do you ever throw them back or do you keep them? What do you do with them?
I don't touch them. I just leave them.
You're like, you don't want sweaty boob sweat. You don't touch it.
No, I'm just kind of like, all right, that I'm sure somebody else will take care of that. But obviously it's flattering. But yeah, I mean, I'd say probably that, or somebody's flashing us or something. But
does it distract you ever? Or are you like, do you forget, a cord?
No, I don't think so.
You stay focused.
Yeah, I mean, and plus,
you're like, it's titties. I'm a rock star. I've seen them all the time. No big deal.
Well, it's like, I mean, I wear glasses, so it's just like my vision's already impaired. So I'm kind of concentrating on my job at the moment, so
you take it seriously. That's good. You're a serious career rock star. Okay.
I try.
Yeah. I wear glasses too, but I just choose not to most of the time. So I'm like blind a lot of the time. Yeah.
Okay.
So
yeah. I mean,
people.
Now I've found that whenever I'm looking at stuff up close, I have to, do this whole deal. Like if I'm looking at my phone.
Well, yeah, because I don't need them up close. I'm nearsighted. So I can't see like when I'm driving and the TV. That's when I have to put my glasses on. But I think I'm at this age where I should wear them all the time. I just don't want to commit to me being blind. Not there.
Yeah, I hear you. I've fully committed into being glasses guy. Yeah. So
That's cool. It looks good on you. It looks great. It's a
well,
vibe,
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank
Okay, since you write a lot, do you have besides yourself a favorite writer?
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'd say. I mean, my favorite artist of all time is Metallica and James Hetfield. I mean, that's like my ultimate hero. So I mean, his writing is amazing. But as far as just being a consistent just writer of hits, um, Ryan Tedder, he's a great writer. Gosh, yeah, I
Do you
mean,
have
there's
one
so
that would
many.
surprise us, like a writer that is like pop, or we'd be shocked that you really like their music?
Yeah, I mean, Ryan Tedder is pretty pop.
Yeah.
I'm a big fan of Sting and all the Police stuff. All the songs he's written over the years are just master classes in writing and lyrics and chord progressions and rock and jazz fused together. I mean, just amazing.
I feel like Sting and Phil Collins are just like hit after hit. That's
Oh
just what
yeah,
they
oh
write hits.
big Phil Collins fan. Also, yeah, you can
Yeah.
tell I grew up in the '80s, so I'm just like
Yeah,
love all
me too.
that.
Yeah, 80s. I
uh,
When I saw the Lost Boy reference, I'm like, "Okay, we're probably around the same age," because that was just like it was a culture movement. It was
I
very
mean,
cool.
it was the best.
Mhm.
You look back and I'm just like, God, the '80s ruled. Tears
They
for
really
Fears,
did.
all that kind of stuff was awesome.
Did you
Now it's
ever see, like, Labyrinth or Legend or Dark Crystal?
yeah, I've seen Labyrinth once. I've seen Dark Crystal once. My wife really loves those.
She's
And
got good
obviously,
taste.
yeah, she loves all that stuff. Legend was super cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, some good ones.
I love that 80s fantasy and stuff, and then I live in NorCal, so I can go to the cave and the boardwalk, the Santa Cruz boardwalk where they shot, Lost Boys all the time, so
That's
it's just
cool.
yeah, it's like, we'll all go smoke joints in that cave, and we were like, "This is
Damn.
so neat." Yeah,
Like the
it was
actual
neat.
cave?
Yeah, yeah, because it's in Santa Cruz, which is only 2 hours from Sacramento.
Okay. Yeah, I never knew where
It's
it
close
actually
by.
was. That's pretty neat.
Yeah. Okay, I like asking random questions. I wanna ask, if you had to choose between these 2 songs, which one would you choose? Either Madonna's "Papa Don't Preach" or George Michael's "Father Figure."
Father figure.
It's a good one.
It's a great one. Big
Yeah.
George Michael fan.
He was hot. He was hot.
I mean, his song. Now, there's a songwriter that was amazing, and his voice
Yeah.
is pretty much unparalleled, in my opinion. He could pretty much do anything. That one video of him when they did the Freddie Mercury tribute concert, and he
Yeah.
sang "Somebody to Love." I mean, he
Yeah.
nailed that shit. I mean, smashed it. And I've watched that repeatedly. I'm just like, what a moment to just kind of step in there and just crush it like that. So pretty
He
cool.
also crushed it and nailed it in bathrooms as well, so good for him.
Yeah.
He was busy.
Yeah.
Um, okay, do you have a favorite airport?
Uh wow. What a
I look
question.
I know I'm random. I'll be random.
What a question.
Because I fly a lot and I do, and then I realized how much my experience sucks when I hate the airport. Like, and I already know I'm flying into an airport that I hate, that's like old, or you have to go outside of the airport to travel. You know what I mean? Like, I'm
Yeah.
already not gonna like that experience. So the older I get, I'm like, I will drive a little bit if I like the airport better. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Do you have a favorite though?
I mean, I have that my main hub is Atlanta. So I fly to
Okay.
Tennessee into Atlanta every time. I never have a direct flight. So I mean, I guess I'd say Atlanta.
Hot Atlanta. The
Yeah.
girls are really good looking in Atlanta.
I mean, one thing about the Atlanta airport, I've been there so many times, I know where I'm going. So it's
Yeah.
like, all right, I know there's like a tram and all that stuff. So I know what I'm getting.
Yeah. You're confident. Okay. Do you have a least favorite genre of music?
Um, gosh, I don't know. It's like you know, you probably know about this too. It's like the older you get, your tastes kind of change with
Yeah.
like music and you know, even food. It's like I used to hate tomatoes growing up. Now I love tomatoes, but um,
What about
I would
pickles?
I've always liked pickles.
I
Yeah,
love
pretty good.
pickles. Have you ever had them on pizza?
No. Well, maybe. I don't
So
think
good.
so.
So good.
Yeah.
So yeah, what genre though, I guess at this stage of your life, you're like, I don't want to listen to at all. It's not on the playlist.
Well, I used to say that I just wasn't really into jazz
Mm,
just because, like the movie Spinal Tap is like, it's just mistakes, really.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, it's just, it's music theory. It's like math, and for me, I've always just been more of I'm like, let's listen to that. I'm not a big music theory guy, but, then that's probably a deficiency on my part, but maybe I just didn't like jazz because I didn't understand it because I could just tell it's out of my league. But, I don't know. The older I get, the more I'm kind of like, all right, I don't mind it. It's nice to just put it on and then not have to think about it. But I'm one of those people that like, if I'm trying to go to sleep or something, like if I put on music, I can't go to sleep because I'm sitting there just analyzing. Oh, that's a D to a F or whatever. I'm like listening to analyzing the song and everything. So, but with jazz, I feel like I could just put jazz on because it's just such a, I don't know, just so complex. I'm just like, all right, I can't even think about it. But
I feel you. I can't fall asleep to like music. Some movies I can now that I'm older, but a lot of music I'm so into and I'm feeling it and I'm getting a
yeah.
reaction from it that it's hard to completely shut my mind off.
Oh
I
yeah.
dated someone that used a white noise machine last year, and that was kind of fun. Like I didn't after we broke up, I didn't keep it going, but I get the idea of white noise.
Sure. Yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that before. People doing that. One I would say like yacht rock. I didn't used to like yacht rock. I used to be like, God, Steely Dan sucks. But now I hear it now and I'm just kind of like, it's just starting to grow on me. And I'm like, maybe I am getting old. I'm starting to like
Yeah.
yacht rock.
Yeah. And I like everything. Obviously, heavy metal and rock have been my favorite forever, but I'm
Yeah.
so into rap and hip hop too. And I think it surprises people. Do you like any like rap or hip hop artists?
Not really too much. I mean, obviously the old school stuff, Dr. Dre and the Chronic and Snoop and all that stuff. It just
Yeah.
reminds me of growing up and that stuff coming out. I mean, plus I just feel like you could put on those songs off the Chronic and they still hold up. You're like, God, this song, like the production and everything's just pretty great. But uh nothing really that I'm like, like, oh man, I gotta get the new whatever, Drake or whatever. Nah, not really.
No, not Cardi B. Not a Cardi B fan.
Cardi B. Now that's the wet
She's
ass
a
whatever.
rapper. She was she's like Bodak Yellow, like you can't with me. I don't know. She was a stripper that was on a reality TV show and she became a rapper and
Gotcha.
just entertaining to watch, entertaining to keep your eyes on.
Okay.
Yeah, you'll trust me.
Not my bag. Not my bag, baby. I don't know. Not for me.
Okay, so I love it. Thank you so much for taking time and stopping by. Let us know, Keith, where we can find all of your information and what's going on with the solo tour kicking off.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Hopefully, I'll catch you at a show sometime when we get over that way.
Yeah.
But yeah, everybody can check out all my music. It's just kjwallen.com. It's pretty much got everything: tour dates, music, videos, all the stuff. And of course, all my socials, Instagram, which is at kjwallen, same handle with Twitter, or X rather. Yeah, all the usual stuff. Same with TikTok, Facebook, all that stuff. So, but thank you so much
Awesome.
for
Thank you
listening.
so much. And if you're in NorCal, I'll figure it out. I got to swing by and catch a show sometime.